Donald Trump has capped off his first day back in office, announcing a $500 billion joint venture project on AI called Stargate. Joining me live for discussion is RMIT Information Systems and Business Analytics lecturer, Dr. Samar Fatima. Welcome to the show, Samar. So is this going to give the US the tech edge in AI that it needs, especially over China?
Thank you very much, Leigh, for having me on board. I think this is a very exciting and a bold step taken by the President Trump on the second day of his role as the President of the United States. I think this message signals a lot of information about the AI development infrastructure to the private sector as well as to the public sector and the other countries around the globe. Since the competition between the countries regarding AI race has been getting intense day by day. And I think US takes a very timely and a very important decision at this time to attract the private funding, especially from the tech agencies like OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle. With the $500 billion project, I think it's the massive project for the infrastructure development of AI in the history. And it is likely to accelerate the development of AI across the globe. However, there are certain elements that, of course, need to get attention. That is, to what extent the human centricity or the responsibility of AI systems would be taken into account. If we look at the media brief, we can see that there is a huge interest towards the development of AI. However, we might have to see, or we might have to wait more and see if there is something more about the responsibility or the human centricity of AI, so that instead of getting the benefits of AI, we also kind of improve the quality of life of common person, the citizens of United States and all over the globe.
So if we're balancing two things, that is deregulating the environment in order to foster more innovation versus, ethical considerations, consistency of standards, I think we are at the moment under Trump leaning towards the former. What are the dangers in that?
I think, and US in most ways is the leader for the AI race for across all the countries, because the steps taken by US are later on followed by other countries, let it be China or other competitive countries. So if we look at the dynamics of how this initiative will fold out, of course, Stargate is a huge project, and that is going to establish a lot of data centers with a lot of emphasis on, the electricity, the energy, and the resources required to do that. And in the media brief, it was also mentioned that it will create 100,000 jobs for the US citizens. However, the question arises that how this emergence of new jobs until the data centers are formulated. After that, how will we balance out the human element and the workforce availability for our future generations? How we are going to look at the sustainability related initiatives of these data centers, look at the environmental emissions or the energy that would be required to run these data centers. So if we look at the balance of both these parameters, I think for now, we are only, with this announcement especially, we are more likely to accelerate the development of AI rather than the deployment in a more human-centric way, which is sustainable and which is also likely to balance the needs of human as the agents working for AI, and also to maintain the the equilibrium between the pros and cons of AI as a world.
What does it mean for Australia in terms of ethics, in terms of policies, and in terms of our businesses?
That's a very good question, Leigh, actually. Australia has been very active in releasing the AI ethics principles or regulating the AI. We have recently seen in 2023 when we had our AI regulations policies, and there was an open debate for public to comment on that. And we, part of academics or general public, has the right to, set the guardrails for the AI regulation. However, it is also evident that Australia follows, to some extent, the US steps, since, of course, it's a leader in AI development. I think the pressure on building the guardrails and regulations will become more intense in order to, balance with this huge and rapid development of AI. We have to be more proactive in devising the policies, regulations, and ethical guidelines to regulate the AI scope.